This is a meditation for helping men raise their self-worth. Many men struggle with self-worth issues, either it be in love or career, where men sabotage, and that can show up in fear, doubt, and continuing to be in cycles that do not serve. Many men can find themselves in a rut, depressed, and confused, with low confidence and an inability to move forward. And that can lead to procrastination, being indecisive, constantly overthinking, and overall being in this limbo within career, within love life. Not making the necessary risks to move forward, and still holding on to past disappointments. And constantly dealing with the chatter, right? The chatter of thoughts that tell a man that he needs to be a certain way in order to be successful, either in love or career. Begin to relax. You can sit Indian style with your spine tall, feeling your shoulders roll back and down, your chest become wide and spacious, ready to receive. You can place your hands on your thighs, above your knees, and you can sense your spine become elongated, flexible, as you soften. And then gently begin to close your eyes, feeling ready to conquer anything that may come up. Not in a way of control, but in a way of allowing yourself to move with it and then simply let it dissolve and let it go. We're not controlling our thoughts, we're not controlling our feelings. We are bringing the thoughts and feelings into a decision to be empowered, a decision to dissolve and let go, returning to a more natural state where we're not in our head, we're more in our body, in our heart. Allowing thoughts and feelings to become more steady and restful. With your eyes closed, imagine you're wearing a gold crown on the top of your head. And feel your hips connected to the earth, feeling very grounded and strong in your legs. Sensing your breath, allowing your breath to become like a long wave moving through your body, nourishing your body with this clear, clean oxygen. You can feel it anchoring you down into the earth as you can drop more into the body, going down into the body, releasing the mind and focusing on the breath. Feel it in the pelvis in the tummy. And as you become more flexible, spacious, and loose, you're going to feel your breath become more elastic, movable, changeable, and it's going to feel more expansive within the body, allowing you to move through stubbornness, resistance with expansion, flexibility. And as your breath gets a little bit taller, you can feel it in the chest, the collarbone. With the inhale and then the exhale, you can feel the diaphragm lift up and then begin to gently move the prana up and out the top of the head, venting out excess heat that you may be carrying in the mind. Psychologically, we can carry excess heat such as anger, resentment, competition, being too attached to worldly matters. That can cause confusion and cause a lot of power struggle within the mind, a lot of dilemmas, a lot of overthinking, and stagnation in the mind. So as you inhale, feel the long breath, and as you exhale, feel the venting out the top of the head like smoke coming out a chimney, and just feel within that smoke that you're releasing from the fireplace of your tummy the excess anger that is in the body. So feeling that fire in your tummy, that fireplace and that spine like a chimney. And we clean out the chimney with our breath. And just allow that fire to move into the heart, like movement of the fire going into the hearth of the house, which is a place of gathering, of storytelling, a place of nourishment, place of laughter and joy and play, belonging, place of refuge, community, inclusion, and sharing. So begin to feel the sacred heart fire, your belonging on this earth, going deep into this belonging. Allow yourself to place in the sacred heart fire all your worries, concerns, fears, and doubt. I'm beginning to feel the confidence rise up the spine as it moves deep into the spine like a gold thread is in the spine from the tailbone all the way up into the upper vertebrae, the tip of the spine. And just see this gold thread as your connection to ancestors, connection to wise counsel from elders, and it is a voice of reason that can nudge your mind into a direction that's going to be fulfilling at the soul level, which is this ultimate fulfillment in ways of extraordinary mind and extraordinary completion in many levels of existence, from love to career to health to family to humanitarianism and to the wisdom. In the Sacred Heart Fire, see this soft pink of Mother Mary. And you can feel Mother Mary around you, showering you with this unconditional love, like you're inside the womb of the earth, this temple, very sacred gold temple that is, you can imagine it within a mountain, right? The heart of earth, this mountain. And you can feel Mother Mary with you, and allow Mother Mary to purify the heart of any blackness that you may have that is from a deep heartbreak, where you feel your heart is divided or fragmented, or you feel you've lost parts of your heart, or you feel disconnected from your heart. And allow Mother Mary to gather all the pieces of your heart that you feel may be lost or disjointed, and just experience this soul retrieval, bringing the wholeness back into your being. And just imagine gold energy filling in any cracks, any wounds, any tears, any scars that you may have within the sacred temple of your heart, that can be due to experiences that you may have that can seem quite difficult, painful, that may cause suffering. And just feel all the pieces of your heart are coming back together and being sewed back together by Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, 21 Taras, all the goddesses, the high priestesses that are part of a discipleship of unconditional love are in a circle surrounding you. And you can feel this immense love bringing you deeper into your heart for great healing, allowing you freedom to release yourself of control, release yourself of aggressiveness, release yourself of guilt and mistakes that you may have, and allow yourself to see this heart that is becoming whole as your 5-year-old self. Just visualize that 5-year-old self as your most soulful self. And if you have any trauma associated with that age or difficulties, allow yourself to feel the comfort of these powerful women around you in a circle, and allow yourself to pat yourself on the back for all the things that you've been through and how far you've gone and how far you will go. Just showing up now is a clear choice to grow wiser and to continue your journey of love, which is the ultimate freedom and the path of great success in all levels of our making. So seeing your 5-year-old self, seeing them inside your heart, the sacred temple that is highly protected, highly protected. This connection is allowing you remembrance of your true nature, remembrance of the great message of what it is that you really want to learn in this lifetime, what you really want to complete, or what you really want to evolve into in this life. And just allow that child's mind to be a great student that's willing to learn from the light of the teacher that is within, that is the great elder voice, ancestral voice that is within our gut, within our instincts, and to not allow the world to obstruct or to interfere with that most natural, instinctual knowing about what we want to learn, what we want to become, what we want to evolve into, and allow it to be something that is liberational to you, that makes you more of a humanitarian in a way that you have a positive ego, you have love in your heart, you are heartfelt. One of your greatest successes is to bring a heartfelt nature into your triumph, which is bringing humility, generosity, forgiveness into all the triumphs and accomplishments that you will have in life, and also to bring that into all the failures that you will have in life as well. To keep yourself steady, to keep yourself neutral so that you can be always in the grace of your heart. That neutral place, that 0 point is the heart. A place where no matter what life does to you or the crises that's going on, you can be in this very graceful place, this neutral place, where you can be complete at the soul level. And that requires your willingness and your readiness to embrace the belonging that is wanting to be experienced through you. What wants to be learned, what wants to evolve, what wants to become within you in your life. So in this 5-year-old self, just see your confidence. See a confidence that is completely unrestricted, that is so free, carefree. And just feel that confidence, that sort of kindred spirit that is inside you, where you are not yet overwhelmed or overstimulated by the demands of the world. And you are just you, with you learning how to be you in nature and not feeling any kind of questioning of yourself, not quite yet. Find that place within yourself. Either it's 5-year-old self, either it's a 2-year-old self, either it's something you feel when you're in the womb, or maybe it's a place that you've created or you can create now. Returning to that heartfelt place, you start to sense your worth. Your worth as a man, which is more than an ego, which is more than sex and money. And though the world can present very persuasive concepts and beliefs about what it means to be a man, and we can buy into it, we can believe it. But if it's not allowing you to follow the footsteps of your heart, it can become a sadness. It can become foolish. So if you feel foolish, or if you feel like you've been fooled by the world, and if you feel like you are living out of the integrity of your heart, know that this space now is a integration. You're bringing in that heartfelt energy and you're restoring it within your embodiment so that you can be steady in your grace and in your humanitarianism, in your ability to have unconditional love for yourself and for others. that really sets you free. Free to learn new things, to become someone different, and to evolve according to your unique passion or your unique interests and desires. And that can be a fire, a great fire in the heart. When we are centered in that heart, there's a great fire, a fire that we have throughout our life, from 25, 35, 45, 85. And this great fire is the fire of confidence. It's in our heart that we are confident in the ability to hold unconditional love and to know what it is to be heartfelt in a way that is a warrior. It takes a lot of confidence to say that you're worthy of love or of progress, or to grow, or to develop a skill, or to see yourself as beautiful as a man or worthy of forgiveness, when the world has very harsh punishments, very harsh words, when the world places these thoughts in your mind that can create so much a power struggle that it wears you down, exhausts you. But as we bring awareness to that, we can start to recognize the ways in which we are exhausting ourselves by participating in worldly thoughts or worldly ideas about ourselves that is not creating a positive ego, which is to have virtues of patience or determination, forgiveness, that is going to anchor us in something that has real meaning and substance and depth, where we feel really wise in our ability to move through time and space, even if we've been foolish and even if we've been in self-hate and destruction. To recognize our self-worth and to be heartfelt, to understand that we can decide right here and now to move in the direction of what we need to learn, what we need to become, and what we need to evolve into. We can get in the rhythm of our heart any time in our life. We're never too far gone. That's all a part of the world's confusion and obstructions, even corruptions that are in the world, and the idea of a man. So in these final moments, see yourself as you radiate from the heart level, imagining your heart is like a red rose, this flower of being soft and available, yet feeling very protected by your aura, as though you are in a very strong gold aura, very protected by discernment boundaries. But your ego is not controlling. Your ego is a positive ego, meaning you are very instinctual. You're very aware of yourself in a way that makes you very intuitive, even psychic. And that is a better way of dealing with the world than defensiveness, aggressiveness, because that creates power struggle. And power struggle creates more struggle. So in personal power, we create more moments, actions, thoughts that give us more personal power, which is choice, which is responsibility, ability to look at things from a higher perspective, from a place of how can I learn, what do I need to learn, What do I need to become? What do I need to evolve into? And then giving yourself the freedom in your own heart by simplifying your mind and removing yourself from a world of power struggle to explore that, to discover that, and feel so fulfilled and happy in that. Because you're following the footsteps of your heart, which is seeming the most radical thing to do in a world that can seem distant from that, but it's actually the most human thing to do, and it is the most masterful completion that we can have, because it means that we are choosing to be natural. We are choosing to be extraordinary, that it's okay to be different. It's okay to not follow the footsteps of many generations before us, to follow dysfunctionality, to follow a path that is not really what we need or want, or to follow thoughts or stories about ourselves that is destroying us slowly. So what is your worth speaking to you? Your true worth. Anything else that belittles, degrades, ridicules, and harshly judges is not real. It comes from the world. It comes from power struggle. It comes from a false god that is delusional. So feeling the complete dissolve of any false gods that may be inside you, that you've collected from parents or relationships, from jobs, from anything. And then recognize your worth now. A worth as a man that is graceful, yet very confident. And what does that mean to be graceful and confident? Confidence is to be a warrior in your heart, where you protect and preserve the sacred fire that's within, because you know that is what is most valuable in you. And you protect it like a guardian. And then to be graceful is to be able to recognize the false gods in the mind and to give nourishment to help cleanse the mind, to return the ego to a positive place, a place not of control or aggression or competition or constantly battling or being in power struggle, but a place of personal power, where you're willing to be in your integrity with your heart as a man. That's a positive ego, to be in the integrity with your heart. Even if it requires great acts of courage or risk or vulnerability to allow healing, it is worth it. So centering back onto the breath again. Feeling the steadiness in you. Feeling protection around you as your aura in 10 feet all directions. The 10 feet in all directions is gold, like a gold temple on the mountain, very strong. And begin to feel your heart like the sacred heart fire of the hearth. Feel your tummy like a fireplace. Begin to feel the top of the head. your breath open and become more expansive, become more sensual and sexual, like a playground of movement, play, wonder, enthusiasm, courage, adventure, and friendship. And see that space between the eyebrows become very in tune with the earth, the ancestral earth, the cosmic earth. Feeling these psychic gifts that are making you more extraordinary in the way that your mind can create new pathways of victory, can create opportunities for you to really learn, to learn very well in this life so that you can become many things and that you can evolve in ways of complete quantum leaps that gives you so much excellence in your mind, your perspective, your understanding, the way you articulate and the way that you become more free within the nature of Earth, sensing that as your prayer, your protection, in the place that reminds you of who you are and what really needs to come through you for you to be very much in the respect of your soul. And so that your ego can be very respectful to the heart, so that your ego can be very humble to your gentle belonging, and so that your ego can be very clear of worldly obstructions and even mental corruptions, and so that your ego can be a personal power that is rooted in meaning, purpose, and humanitarian discipleship with the wisdom that is pouring through you continuously with the pumping of the heart and the overflowing of the heart, allowing the life force to be this continuous creative movement in your life. And as you begin to feel your breath more, begin to drop back into your pelvis, into your tummy. As you inhale and exhale, feeling this play inside of you, fully awakened. You can gently, gradually kind of flutter your eyes open. And you can sort of look out with your third eye like a great hawk. And just begin to feel yourself more sexual, sensual, in a way of being heartfelt, being a protector, a guardian of your soul and of your true belongings, which is to learn your lessons of love, learn them well, and to become what is most natural for you to become, what is a real creative movement in your life, of life force, and then to evolve in ways that allows you to create a positive ego, that allows you to be a part of the world, but not the obstructions of the world, but to be the voice of reason, the rebirth in the world, as well as the extraordinary inventor, creator of more heartfelt relationships in the world. You can feel, look around. You can sense your heart. You can sense sort of movement that's going on in the mind and the body. You can allow yourself to integrate. You can allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to feel what wants to be felt. And hold your space with personal power. Hold your space in the respect of Mother Earth, where Mother Earth would never tell you that you're not good enough or that you're never going to do this, or Mother Earth would never confuse you. So in these moments moving forward, find as many ways that you can of being in the respect of Mother Earth, because the respect of her is going to allow you to feel a lot more strength in your ability to move forward in what you need to do, to feel more steady and fulfilled in everything that moves through you, allowing that wisdom to be something that is a manifestation of not just a little something or something here, but just a full vision, like a complete vision of your life, from love to career to everything, big and expansive and bold, and allowing Mother Earth to take care of it, to guide you, to give you what you need. Allow that Mother Earth to be the prevailing force in your life. The world is so small compared to Mother Earth. She is the origin. She is the original. She is the most expansive, strong force, much stronger than the world. We just have to simply allow ourselves to get out of the addiction in the world, the disruption and the distraction in the world, and start to pay more attention to the movement of Mother Earth. And we will feel so much better, calmer, steadier, just so much more in tune with our soul and what we really want to do at a soul level. Because that's all that we are. Without our body, that's all that we are. And as we journey into different dimensions or realms or in lifetimes, that's all that we have. So it's something worth taking a look into. Because the world can clone us and make us into something that is so far from Mother Earth, something that is so far from the origin, that we can start to feel lost, and we can start to feel so heavy and so judgmental and so in a rut with ourselves. And our ego can become, instead of a voice of reason or a wise counsel, it can become an enslaver. It can become like a prison guard. And it's in the heart, the real warrior of the land and sky, that can check us, check our reality. And it can be harsh, it can be abrupt, it can be intense, but it's worth it. Because it allows us to put our energy in the right places, put our energy in the right spaces, put our energy into not false gods, but into a God that is unconditionally loving, in a way of wanting us to be wise within ourselves, wanting us to be our own king or queen. Wanting us to be our own Savior, wanting us to be a servant of the heartfelt. And regardless of where we've been, we can conquer the worldly attacks on our mind, leading us astray from our heart, by reverently bowing to the earth and starting to respect our mother, the mother that connects us all together. So feel that, and you can continue your day. Thank you for taking care of your mind and taking care of your life. Hope that this meditation has led you to a deep dive into the worth, greater sense of worth, profound sense of worth, so that you can take this and start to move in the world, move on this planet that is in a way that what you really want, not just what you're told or something you've seen or following or mimicking or cloning, but something that you really want, that you feel in the depths of your heart. And sometimes it's not easy when we ask for support or ask for something that just feels so liberational in a world that can seem so contradicting to the liberational. But it's worth that deep dive. Because though we're going to fail and have rejection and discouragement, we're going to have such a strong sacred heart fire, such a strong fire in us, because we didn't give in to putting our fire out so easily, which leaves us with no energy, leaves us with no warmth, leaves us with no fuel, to no nourishment. It's worth it to preserve the fire in you and to find ways every day to continue to take care of that and do what you need to do to keep the fire, the real fire, the fire of your soul, the fire of that heartfelt, sweetheart, kindred spirit, humanitarian, the fire of the dragon in you that's not afraid of the underworld, and to clear out anything that has been harming you or deceiving you or trying to enslave you. That fire is everything. Fire is the thing we need the most inside.